Okay, we're ready for more.
I think this is the best way to take the lacquer off. Hopefully I can do it without damaging the logo. I tried to avoid sanding off the headstock decal, whatever the sticker, and I couldn't, so I just took it clean off, and I've got a replacement, which I didn't want to have to do. Right, thanks to the terrible fret job I did whenever I did it, like 20 years ago or something probably, I don't need to dick around getting these frets out. I can just about get this star drive, which I'm never going to use anyway, under the tang, push it out. So, all I'm doing to take out the old markers, I mean I would find a drill bit closer to the size, but they're pretty thin. As soon as I get through they usually just crack and come out. Just drilling into it, you should hear it pop. No, I'm down in wood. The ones, and I don't know which ones they are, the ones that I had to replace with a bit of plastic from a cassette case, you can see grey stuff at the bottom, which is like epoxy putty stuff, chemical metal, whatever you call it, e-metal. Okay, the fretboard's nearly to shape, so now I'm doing the marker dots. After this video, I think, after this video, this might be one long video. Oh, these are the marker dots. I'm going to up the production value, I think. I'm just kind of chilling and doing it indoors now because it's cold as shit. So, here we go. Let's get the focus going. We're on manual focus. These are supposed to be black, but they kind of got a pearl effect. I've put in these new marker dots, and see, they're kind of pearly. They look a bit sketch because they're, you know, they're not one flat colour. So it looks like they got marks and shit on them, but no, that's that kind of weird pearl effect. I can't feel anything there with my fingertips, so they're perfectly smooth. Lovely job. Manual focus for the win. There we go. Okay, that TV's a bit, computer's a bit too loud. So, I've already cut the fret slabs nice and straight. I used, I mean, I've been using a sanding block anyway, so I've used it to make sure, because there were already slots cut in that weren't all straight, they were at an angle, I did them with a hacksaw. I just had to file the sides of the teeth off so the curve was right. Anyway, that's what we did there. Got a depth mark there. These fret slots are a little bit on the wide side now because it's been refretted a couple of times, but this will be the last time. These are stainless steel frets, so I'm not going to be refretting this neck ever again. We levelled the fretboard. First I made sure it was straight, not straight edge, from Crimson Custom Guitars. It doesn't need to be notched for that, but yeah, I made sure it was straight, bung, 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 as straight as it could be. It had a bit of a ramp above the maybe 17th fret, which I had to sand off by hand. So, radius sanding block, 16 inches. Turns out my initial attempt at radiusing it, years and years and years ago, I wasn't far off. It was a bit flat in the middle and then dropped a bit quick at the edges. So we've been alternating between radius block and a levelling beam, back and forth, and an occasional bit of hand sanding where they were just small high spots, and it's pretty good now. The truss rod is, it's somewhere in the middle, because putting these frets in should make it bow back a bit, but these slots are quite open, so it shouldn't. So I've got it pretty much flat at the moment before I put these frets in. I've sanded it all down to 1000. These aren't stains, this is the figuring of the wood. I've cut the slots, and now I can take a triangular file. I've already done this one. This is awkward on camera, and I'm just doing this. Make sure we haven't got any little bits of wood from the cut on the edge that are proud of the board. Okay, so I've moved to the kitchen floor. Super glue was an absolute pain, don't like it. Using hide glue. Gonna use a syringe, still gonna make some mess, but we can clean it up. Frets have been in the oven, just so I got a bit more working time. No, that's water. We need glue, not water. I hear the cleanup is, I'm gonna use way too much. Oh, yes, fret. Fret goes there. This had better be as easy to clean up as people say. pop that on there. This is my high-tech fret press. Foot goes on, and okay. But at least it's going to be exactly the same pressure every time, unless I eat something. Oh, we need to clean up. Apparently you can clean this stuff up with water. I've never used hard glue before. Oh, I'm just wiping. Right. Wow, hey, that's pretty easy. Right, so now I'm chopping the ends of the frets off zzz, with a Dremel, zzz, 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 just a little bit, like 2 seconds on each one, because I know this glue will probably re-harden if it gets hot, but I don't know, I don't want to take the chance. I'm going to just do that. What's left sticking out, I'm taking most off with a little file. I can only find a little file. You know what they say, it's not how big it is, it's how you use it and how big it is. And then we do that until we're not filing metal and we're getting some of the wood, and you can totally feel it, you can hear it. You know, at the moment we're still getting metal here. You can almost feel it bumping up and down. When you're just getting wood, it goes all skatey and smooth. And then, when I've done that, and it's flush with the sides there like that, I'll come in here, put a little angle on there, don't know what, like 32.874 degrees, like that. So we're gonna file them at an angle like that. We're gonna round the edges, then we're gonna level the frets like that. Then we're going to profile the frets like that with my finger. Then we're going to shiny the frets with polishing them. Could call it polishing them, probably be a better word for that process. So now you can hear that it's not biting into the metal as much, it's skating on the wood. See, there was a squeak because the angle is still a bit, you know, I'm not holding it perfectly still. So I'll keep doing it until we get it all nice. I'm just kind of eyeballing the angle this way. You want a little bit of angle. I don't mind. I honestly don't mind if I mean this sharp edges now, and even that, not too bad. I'm not fussy about it. I'll round them over a bit after. Alright, so I put the neck back on the body just for some stability. I'm going to start the end, that makes more sense. With a marker pen, just colouring in the tops of the frets. The idea is, man, there's a tree in here. Like, why is there a tree in here? So with our leveling beam, we sand the frets. I don't really want to be putting any pressure when I get beyond a certain point there. And for some reason, these the first 2 frets were higher anyway. The flat top on them is much bigger. So yeah, we keep going. As we go, we take the marker pen off the top of the frets until we get down to the very lowest fret, which will be the last one to have any pen on. And that one, we want to just go until we barely make a very thin line of shiny metal through the marker pen. I put a couple of layers of masking tape over the 12th fret, and my sanding beam, I've built up one side with masking tape. It's a little bit higher than the sandpaper, which is fine. And what I'm going to do is mark these frets again, starting from the 13th. Whoop. I'm going to be staining the neck, so I'm going to be cleaning it with acetone, so I'm not hugely worried about getting a little bit of marker pen on it, but I'm trying not to. Right, then what that will do is tilt my leveling beam a bit and the frets will fall away. This 22nd one is also is a bit lower anyway. Also, I noticed, I might do a close-up for this, I might not, it's not very important, and this isn't my doing, this is Fender's doing. The gap here, narrower than the gap there, shouldn't be, so when I profile the frets I'll be heavily biased to try and go to this side, try and correct that a tiny bit, but I mean I never noticed, I really never noticed. I mean, how much out of tune is it going to throw it? Is like the tiniest little bit. They're all in their own places anyway, because that's just guitars for you. So, I'm going to do that. And it's probably, because this fret, the last fret here is low anyway, it's probably going to start wearing away on that one first. And then gradually it'll work its way up the frets that are being contacted by the paper. And I'm going to stop at about the 14th. Let's just see where it's contacting first. Right, as expected, 21st fret getting most of the action, and we are getting some contact and then a bit less and a bit less and then none, and we're forgetting about that because that is going to be the lowest. So we'll keep going till we get back to the 14th fret, which if memory serves is this one. Probably is. No, it's not, it's that one. I need the markers one. Let's try it the other way. Oh, I haven't really left enough. Let's do it like that. I'm liking that a lot more. It feels like something's happening. It doesn't have to be much. Now, what I'm going to do, and you're not going to watch, because I'm going to go back down the house and do it, is profile the frets. Oh, what's happened to this pen? Do you know what, the light here is so bad I can't see. That's why I'm not doing it down here. The light is terrible. Okay, but I'll reapply the pen, get this tree out the way, and the flat tops that we've created, we need to knock the edges off. So I do this, and change the angle up as I go until there's just a skinny little line. In fact, do you know what, I'll take this stuff down. I'm taking a stack of playing cards, there's sandpaper, we're doing that, kind of knocking those corners off even more. I just do it with my fingers, stick your finger in there, good and deep, whatever, up and down. Do a pencil, wrap a pencil in it, whatever. So, we're wiping it with isopropyl alcohol. I should really use acetone, but I've run out. I'm gonna let this sit for a little while and then sand it again. The stain I'm using is Stunning Stains from Crimson Guitars. Safe and vibrant, but we wouldn't recommend you drink it. I'm probably not gonna drink it. So I've got black, that's brown, never mind, you don't need visual aids. Black, brown and amber, because I'm gonna do like a tobacco sunburst on the body. And I'm going to do the same, similar on the neck. I'm going to start here black, and then go brown, and then amber. I want most of it to be amber. The fingerboard is amber. It's cool though, it goes on nice. Feels nice anyway. There we go, I'll dab some of that out. Let's try this. Alright, circles. Yeah, this is gonna work. We'll do this. And get lighter and lighter and kind of feather it in. I really like that amber. I could have just done the whole neck that colour. Yeah, I'm getting there. There's barely any left, brown left on this t-shirt, and I'm just using that to make a little fade up here to hide the transition a bit better. Okay, that will do. Shinier guns shoot harder bullets. I'm gonna wipe it on with a spectacle cleaning cloth. Just want to make sure I get all the way up against the frets. I just gave up on the cloth and started using my fingers in the end. After a few coats, it looks all nice and shiny. This side, not so shiny, because I've been rubbing it with, well, someone's got a bonfire going. Scotch-Brite pad. Just to take the shine off, take all the little lumps and bumps off and the little dips and make it all nice and flat. Be careful on the edge. Whoa, I'm only doing it outside because of the light. Right, now that I've taken the shine off and got it all nice and flat, get a cloth, give it a rub, all over. And we get a little bit of a shine back.